What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef. We'll watch the damn tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you love WNBA content. To my day ones, thank you for helping me build this platform and continue this WNBA conversation. Let's take a listen to Dana Evans. She's a guard for the Aces. Let's see what she says about the CBA negotiations, and then we'll take a listen to Breanna Stewart and what she had to say at Tech Futures.
All of that, all of your salary. So I think that plays a big part. But it's gonna be a high number. I don't want to say the number, but it's gonna be a pretty high number for people to not want to go and play overseas.
Can you estimate it? You don't have to.
Around, I would say at least around like $1 million. Like, I feel like that needs to be the max. I'm not saying every player should get that, but that should at least be around like the max, and then we go from whatever else is the lowest. Yeah.
Piggyback up what you were saying about overseas. A lot of times when players get hurt overseas, it's a lot of, they're done or
Yeah.
they get sent home quickly. And similar to the WNBA, do you feel like with this new CBA possibly you'll be more leeway towards injured players and not having to be risk for being picked up by another team for just 7 days?
For sure. Yeah, I think insurance is another thing that we're talking a lot about with the players overseas and things like that, because you are taking a risk getting injured and not being able to come back to the States. But I do feel like, again, that the organization should be able to take care of things like that and have more say-so in that as well.
My reaction to Fee's statement is I agree with Phee. You know, I stand 100% with Phee and what she said. I think, yeah, we like that. I don't know. I think it's hard to see that kind of interaction transpire, to hear about it, and then know you still have to have negotiations and continue to be cordial across the table. So definitely agree with Phee. Was there more questions?
Oh yeah, okay. And there will be.
Transparent with us. So I think that our messaging right now is it's not personal. It is business. Show us your money and we'll show you yours. You know what I mean? Like, let's actually talk about it.
Now, what I thought was interesting was Breanna Stewart once again saying that, hey, it wasn't personal, but it's going to be hard to be at the negotiating table. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. The Dana Evans piece was interesting because she said basically the Supermax contract should be around $1 million and then step down after that, which is interesting to hear a player say that $1 million should be, not everybody should get the $1 million, but that should be the max, around the max. I was surprised the reporter asked the question and then tried to say, oh, you don't have to answer it. No, ask the question. You need to start asking the tough questions. We need to start hearing the truth from these players, because they talk out of both sides of their mouth and they speak in the gray area too much. So I'm glad Dana spoke up on that. The one thing that I found interesting was she said that the owners and the teams should have more control. I'm surprised she said that, especially being in Unrivaled. But the weird thing is when she said insurance. I'm not sure that a team should put insurance on a player to allow them to go operate in another league. That I don't agree with her on that. With the insurance, it was kind of vague on what she was trying to specifically talk about, but I think she was saying the teams should make that investment, but they should have control over whether the player goes into another league. But you guys tell me what you thought about that. I just thought it was real interesting the way she said that. I don't put anything past Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart, she's just like Napheesa Collier. That's why I call them Shuck and Jive. But the Dana Evans piece, I wish more players would speak out, especially the players that are not well known. I wish they'd start speaking out about these CBA negotiations, because Dana Evans is also an Unrivaled. This will be her first season. It's going to be interesting how it plays out. I'm telling you, when Unrivaled starts, watch the injury report. because last year there was a slew of injuries. If you thought the WNBA and the NFL had injuries, this entire league had injuries with just those few people, and they were running people in every couple weeks. New people were coming and getting added. Natisha Heidemann was going from team to team, being a substitute player. But I like what Dana said about the million max. They're gonna have to stair step this. If the million max is what Natasha Cloud was speaking about and saying it was a little chunk of money, then let Natasha Cloud go somewhere else and get what she deserves. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.